Oh my God, not she started barking as soon as we started. Hey everybody, it's your two favorite punks and sissies on planet Earth. Do we know what we're doing? Absolutely not, but we're glad you're here with us anyway. My name is Destin. I am your hostess with the mostest. It is not Dustin. Please don't get it twisted. And I'm here with my gracious co-host. We can't hear you, brother. We can't hear you.
That wasn't me talking. I was
It
just
wasn't. It
having a
wasn't. Okay, you
conversation.
want to start it over? Look, I'll start it over. Hey, everybody, it's your two favorite punks and sissies on planet Earth. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing, just in case you didn't hear that the first time. But we are glad that you are here to join us anyway. I am your hostess with the mostest. My name is Destin. It is not Destin. Please don't get it twisted. That is my twin. But I am here with my gracious hosts. And you
And I,
are.
and I don't know who I was talking to the first time, but my name is BB Young, and it don't stand for Bad Bear.
Oh, is there good bears?
Hmm.
Let me know. Let me know in the
I
comments
don't
chat.
know. Exactly.
I'm awake.
Happy
Brother,
Wednesday.
it's hump day. I saw Kerry Love in the chat. Let me go open
It
up the
is.
comments. Let's make sure we
It
share them up here.
is.
I always forget. Um, okay, hump day on a Friday, girl. Oh, come on. I thought she said it's hump day on Friday. I was like, I don't know what that means, but we finna rock. We finna rock with it, girl.
Wish it was
Um,
Friday. Dang.
girl, don't get me started. If it was Friday, I would be in here shaking my ass to some something.
And I would be on a flight.
That's true. Brother, you
Mhm.
are coming into town.
I am on Friday.
You act like you're gonna be cutting up at that alumni picnic.
Boots on the ground, ho.
The boots gonna
Boots
be on
on
the
the
ground
ground.
for real, huh? I'm weak. Oh
And
my
go have
God.
a nasty walk in these boots.
How you gonna
Nasty walk.
walk? You gonna show us right now how you gonna walk?
Ugh.
The people wanna see.
The content will be made.
Look, it's gotta be a grand entrance, huh? It's a secret.
Eh,
You know the biggest celebrities and the biggest, most famous people, they keep shit under wrap. So they're not gonna show it until it happens. So is that what you're doing?
yeah,
I'm
but just be
I'm
on the lookout
weak.
for the nasty walk.
You gonna be switching while you walk?
Just watch. Just just watch.
They're
Can't
gonna be
give the
like,
people too much.
what's going on with that boy? He just walked in and he just switching around everywhere he go. That's what they're gonna say.
And it went from
From what,
purse to
girl?
purser.
Oh, look, you see this already? Wait, Carrie
Girl.
Love, tell us why you think it's gonna be boring. You think it's because it's HL specifically, or you think it's because the gray bitch is gonna be there, or what's going on? What's really tea? You think it's the gray bitch is gonna make it boring? Oh, look at this one. He been switching
Switching
since birth.
facts. Came out
Look,
the coochie
look.
saying, "Where the niggas at?"
Wait, Carrie Love, are you gonna go
No,
to
cause
the
she
HL
boring.
picnic?
She's boring.
Did she
No.
go to HL?
Um,
I mean, it don't matter. They all just going to whatever
I
alumni
think
they feel
I
like
think she went to
going to
Bayou
at this
King. To
point.
be honest,
I don't know what that means. I just call Bayou Cane home. Bayou Cane is an actual town.
no, she went to Bayou King adult
All I
education.
know is Bayou Cane got the big ass yellow fire trucks, girl. You think you go around town, right? You see a little yellow fire. Why Bayou Blue got some blue ass fire trucks? Now that makes sense, right? Because it's Bayou Blue. But
Hey
tell me,
Ashley.
hey Ashley, girl, thanks for stopping in. Um, but
Oh, you didn't hear what I
why?
said?
No,
I said she went to Bayou King.
girl. Oh wait, that's where you go get your GED. That's why you saying that. First of all, for everybody listening, there's nothing wrong with that. Not too much on the people who got their GED now. There's no difference. Girl, can we talk about it? Because when you go to get a job, who actually asks for a diploma?
Nobody.
Like, it's for high school. Who's gonna be like, oh, let me see. Now, mind you, if you need your education, absolutely go get your GED, do your thing. But I'm just saying, nobody's out here saying, can you show me your high school diploma? Not that I know of. I don't know. I think that's kind of
She went
crazy.
right here to this white building
Where
right
she
here.
went? Let me see. Oh, look, not on the corner right there. I know they got the red light. Is it by Brook Snow World?
Hmm.
I'm weak. I am so weak. The diploma still didn't help me get a good paying job. It's
I
time
know
to work the
somebody that
corner.
works here right
It's
here.
time to work the corner,
You
girl.
heard me?
Wait, what?
I know
What
somebody that
is
work right
that?
there. Direct Auto,
Direct auto.
the
What they
insurance.
do?
They
Oh,
sell
who works
insurance.
there?
Shout out to Carrie Love in the comments.
Carrie Love. That's where she works at?
Hmm.
Girl, not you just telling the whole world where she works at. I'm weak as hell. They're gonna show up and be like, "Buh, buh, buh."
No, she
I heard
not. No, they
I heard a
ain't.
bitch named Carrie Love work here. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna walk in and say, "Where that bald headed bitch? I heard she was bald." They're gonna walk in and say, "Oh, look at her. She's struggling with that little half-inch ponytail. That gots to be
No,
Carrie Love."
they're gonna be looking for.
Just kidding, Carrie. You know we love you, girl.
We love you, Carrie.
I'm weak. Oh, trust me, we finna get into a little topic, Ashley. Trust. But right now we're trying to see because brother is or BB is going to the HL Bourgeois alumni picnic this weekend and show her. Go ahead, Ashley. I mean, sorry. Go ahead, BB. Ashley girl, he got him some brand new cowboy boots. He said he going to put his boots on the ground. That's gonna be the theme of their alumni picnic this weekend. So he flying down for that. What is that? Oh, that's the fan to go around your neck. I'm weak. I'm so weak. Not the bucket hat.
And can't dig in the box no longer. So that was all.
What that mean? Can't dig in the box no longer. Oh, why? What else is in the box? What else is in the box? Ashley, ask him what's in the box so he has to tell you. I'm so weak. No, because I want to know. I think everybody wants to know what's in the box, girl.
Girl, you the only one that want to know what's in the box. Nothing in the box besides the items that I pulled out.
Then why can't you dig no further? Look, the box right now say he digging in me. On God, you digging in me, bruh.
What
We
a
gonna look,
fans at?
look. If there's nothing else in the box, pick it up and flip it upside down.
All right.
Look. Now, what you took out that box before you did that?
Nothing.
Whoa, whoa. I got my boots on the ground. What they say, brother?
I
What
got some
them
new
fans at?
headphones.
Huh?
Some new headphones.
That look like the $5 headphones you get at a gas station next to the chargers
Yep,
they
some
got that
Five
only last
Below.
about 3 weeks before they go out. You plug up them chargers to your phone from the gas station, girl. The car might blow up. I'm not even playing. You playing? I'm not playing. Girl, it's hump day. Oh, girl, I just broke the fan. You know I done keep breaking all. This is a little raggedy cheap fan.
And you gonna throw it there to
Uh,
the people at Buddy Cry?
it is because keep him. I've been using this bitch and clacking it, and it's like a 50 cent fan. But yeah, girl, I will be throwing this off the float. I got a bunch. I
Period.
think I got a. I think I got 100 of them. And let boots on the ground. Come on. They're gonna be like, I don't know what's going on. Float 13 done broke down in front of Canada's, and they got a big old white sissy on there. He just keep doing this with his fan. And the dude standing next to him, I think they called his name BB. He done fell off the float, girl.
Well, I gotta fall off the float.
Huh?
I said, well, I gotta
Because we
fall off the
already
float.
know that once the music start going and the liquor start flowing, you're gonna be standing up on the float trying to twerk your ass toward the crowd. We already know how that's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
The police gonna come up and be
Exactly.
like, "Stop doing that before I take you off the float," just like they
Might
told
be,
my girl
might be,
Ariel.
might be, might be twerking my ass to the police sirens.
The police gonna come to grab you to take you off the floor. You can be like, "Ooh, do that a little bit."
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Do not threaten us with a good time, girl. Man, it's hump day.
It is.
I'm so ready to get to the weekend. What you doing this week? Oh, never mind. Never mind. You going to the HL thing. You putting them boots on the ground this weekend, girl.
Woo! Bruh, when I tell y'all the walk
Look,
is gonna be so nasty.
brother. Look at the comment. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
The people want
Nothing.
to
I just
know.
flipped the box upside down.
He lying, Ashley.
Actually, nothing is in the
Um,
box.
I'm weak. It better give it better. And when I tell you we better get some freaking video, I want to see you doing a dance. I want to see you out there with your bucket hat, with the fans, everything. Come on. Come on. Look, what you know about that?
Ooh,
That's what Ashley got me.
ooh.
So we're going to a get together this weekend at Tim's family house. And they said, Destin, can you please make a Buddha and king cake? And I said, absolutely, girl. Because why wouldn't I? And you know what she
Ooh,
said after that? She said, matter of fact, make two of them.
ooh, wee. That put in key.
Look, I got to do this quick before the little filter that make it look like I got makeup on come off. So when I do this, it's got to be quick. If I don't do it quick enough, y'all gonna see a flash of interesting looking stuff, girl. This stuff smooths my little face out. Look, I can't get too close though. Then you'd be like, it look like it's animated. It looked like he belong in Naruto or something.
Not
Um,
Naruto.
look, I done broke it, girl. I'm just gonna break it off. I can't have nothing. Girl, that's why we can't have nice things. Okay,
Exactly.
what we gonna get into today? What you want to talk about?
Mm.
Look, this is gonna be my
Mm.
little gavel. If a bitch come in the comments that I gotta read.
So my cup has a little bit of what we're gonna talk about today.
Huh?
So I
Wait,
said
let
my
me do
cup
full screen so I can see Glamazon. You like this girl?
cute.
You
So
what? I don't. You gotta explain because I'm not even sure I understand.
okay, so we're gonna talk about being queer in the South and our experiences with it, and we're gonna go from there.
Okay. So I'll let you take the reins since this is something you wanted to discuss. Some.
Okay, so
You look like you wasn't ready for that.
I thought you was gonna go first, but
What? You thought I was gonna go first?
you
No, absolutely. You're BB. Look. If we go in alphabetical order, you're first.
But
So
you're
there you
older
go.
though. So
Mm, Emma,
72, 21.
look at look at this filtered face with a filter on it, and look at you, and let me
72,
know.
21,
Chat, hold up,
72,
chat.
21.
Let me know which one y'all think. How old?
72, 21.
72. No. Look what the news reporter said. We are here with Miss. What's her name? Constance.
Yeah.
We are here with Miss Constance. She's 76. Oh, 75.
I'm
Miss
weak.
Constance, we know that hurricane was it Hurricane Katrina? It had to be. We
I
know
think it
Hurricane
was.
Katrina done fucked up your whole city. Do you plan on moving back to New Orleans? What she said? She said, "Is the elephant
That's
heavy?
heavy. I'll be back,
I'm
baby.
coming back. I'm coming back, baby.
Hmm. She did
Look,
say
cause
that.
what? Hmm,
She did say that. She did.
girl.
She
Okay, so
did.
you
They
want
did. They did. They
they
did.
shutting down Dollar Tree, girl. They
They
is.
is. They is.
They is.
So yeah,
Mm,
I feel like that's a good topic to talk about. Um,
okay.
especially this day and age where a lot is going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just basically want to talk about my experience and your experience.
Okay. I just
And
want everyone to know we decided on this topic like what 2 minutes before we hit go live. We have no idea what we're gonna say. So just to make sure I'm good, so I'm preparing while you talking. You said we're just gonna talk about growing up queer in the South.
yeah,
Okay, period.
and your
Take it away.
experience.
What you want to say?
So, I don't know about you, but it was definitely difficult. Definitely difficult.
Ooh.
Especially as a black queer
Mm-hmm.
male. Um, in the South, pretty much we're stereotyped on a daily basis. And the world wants you to like be molded into what their standard of society is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of difficult for me. It was difficult for me. Especially just growing up in the South and like being different from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely was difficult because like I'm kind of like the black sheep in my family because like
Mm-hmm.
everyone this has the same characteristics about them, and like growing up I was different, so it definitely was difficult, especially like when like your family is supposed to be basically your main support system, and
Mm-hmm.
I really had to find support um from strangers, to be honest with you, strangers and non-family that grew into my family. So it was definitely difficult, and as I learned more and more about myself,
Mm-hmm.
um it definitely was more and more difficult as time went by. When did you come out and how did your family react?
Thank you, girl. He's gonna guide the conversation. Go ahead.
So I came out, I think, when I was like 14 ish. But I didn't really tell my family. I only told like maybe a few friends.
That's what I was
Um,
gonna. I was like, who did you? Because I knew you at 14. I was like, I don't remember that.
yeah,
So
no.
you were
So
just
I only
telling
told
some of
my
your people.
friends. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
To my family, uh, I think I came out when I was like maybe 17 or 18. Later down
Oh,
the line,
so when you say
or
to your family,
19.
you mean your whole family at that point?
No, just
Oh,
the people I mess
cousins,
with. Yeah, cousins and
close people.
close.
Okay, yeah, like you said, people you mess
And
with.
then my family, my cousins, they were, um, I guess they were okay with it because they was like, you live your life. But my parents, on the other
Oh
hand,
wait,
it was
can I pause you for a second? So
yeah.
when you say you told like your cousin, you like physically said like I'm gay. Like what did you like I'm
Um,
gay? Or were
kind
you
of.
just like I like guys?
Um,
Or did you kind or some people say they're bisexual first because they think it's easier or maybe somewhat more accepted and then they may say later like I don't know. I'm just curious to know when you say you can't like what did you tell them?
I told them that I did have like attraction to guys.
Mm.
But like at that time, like when I was like 17, 18, I did have a girlfriend, but
Oh,
the closet was definitely made of glass. So I was like, I couldn't tell them, oh, I'm bisexual, but like I had
right.
a girlfriend,
Mhm.
whatever. But the closet was definitely made of glass, girl.
Your girlfriend just didn't know she had a girlfriend too.
Yeah, but the she was
I'm be
cool.
quiet. I'm be
She was
serious.
cool until she started doing some shady shit. But
She was
other
cool till
than
she
that,
wasn't, huh?
but other than that, I just felt like that. As time went on,
Mhm.
definitely, um, it got a little bit easier. Um, thanks to my chosen family.
Come on, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to my co-host with the mostest.
Come
Um, he
on.
he definitely helped me out, definitely by like just presenting like what it meant to really truly be like authentically yourself.
Mhm.
Um, and then my friends like uh, um, they definitely helped me out too. And shout out to Carrie Love.
Shout out to Carrie Love. She been
Carrie
around for a
Love,
minute.
she really helped me too by like saying don't worry about what people think and just being
Exactly.
there truly to like advocate for the community and
Mhm.
advocate for me most importantly.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
So you say that you felt like it got a little better over time. What was the hard part for you?
The hard part was definitely facing the fact that I was different from everybody that
Mm.
like my family around me, definitely.
Mhm.
And then just coming to terms of truly like being myself because I
Yeah.
definitely growing up was like definitely didn't have like the self esteem that I have now, and I
Mm.
definitely didn't know my worth. So there was definitely trials and tribulations
Mhm.
um, that kind of stood in a way, but just breaking those barriers was definitely more most important to me.
Okay. And so how do you feel now? So when you say it was hard, you felt like the black sheep in your family, you felt what's the word I'm looking for? Exactly, Ashley girl. She said be true to yourself.
Exactly.
Um and I guess like I'm curious to know what is that like for you now? So has that dynamic changed when you're around your family, when you're around the people that it was weird for you at that time or it was hard for you? I know like you said with your chosen family, but with those same people, has those relationships evolved at all?
I would say to a certain degree because I am just gonna surround myself with positive energy, and if you don't
Mhm.
have the positive energy or you have negative things to say, I'm not gonna be around you. So it's
Yep.
either you are comfortable for who I am because I am, or I'm not gonna be around you. Period. Point blank.
Mhm.
So it's evolved a little, but as far as just as time went on, definitely just staying true to myself for sure.
Period. Um, and so you said when you were 14 and now you're 27 or 28, I forget. I
28.
always forget. Okay, 28. So it's been 14 years.
Hmm.
So isn't that interesting? So you came out at 14. The time that you live from the time you were born to the time you came out, it has been that same amount of time. So, how long ago from today, like how long do you think you've been, I don't want to say happy, but how many years approximately do you think that you have been able to live as your authentic self and be true to yourself, as Ashley said in the comments?
Um,
Because I'm sure this wasn't a, I woke up one day and all of a sudden I was true to myself. It's not that
no,
simple.
I would have to say probably after COVID. So about maybe like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe
So
like
really in the last few
2019.
years.
Correct, correct, correct.
Wow. Okay. And it, so I would say, I'm trying to think back to my, girl, I'm like you said, I'm 72. I'm trying to think back. I think I came out to my family, I would have probably been 21. That sounds about right. I'm gonna go with
20.
it. Yeah. Girl, I was scared to tell my people because I had already been told, if you bring a black girl home, you're gonna get kicked out. And I'm like, girl, I'm with a black boy. That's gonna be a problem. Um, and so not only that, but like I grew up in a very religious household, right? And so in the South, at least in the portions that I spent most of my childhood in, was very much so predominantly Baptist. And so, in the homotypical area, there's a lot of Catholic people. We didn't have that where I grew up in my childhood. Because I say I'm from Homa, but my childhood was spent in a different area, right? Very more, still Louisiana, but much more rural. Very, very small town, like population 600 people. Um, and growing up in that household with that like religious upbringing in that way, because this wasn't just a Baptist church, right? This was like a Baptist church where everybody's going to hell, and you know what I'm. It's one of
Mhm.
those. That was very difficult because imagine when you do maybe start realizing certain things, being like a 10-year-old kid or an 11-year-old kid and thinking you're gonna go to hell forever. And it's like that is so traumatic for a kid because it's nothing you can change. And so
So
many people don't realize that.
so your upbringing, how did that affect um affect your did it delay the process of you like coming
Oh
out
my
or
God. Girl, I was
and
in high school. When I was in high school, I refused to be friends with gay people because I was like, that is a sin. Look, let me hide the gay flag again. Because I was like, that's a
she's
sin.
not
I
a
was like, I
Christian.
can't. I can't. That's a girl. I was because here's the thing. We didn't just go to church. We were like heavily involved in church. We went to church every Sunday morning. We went to church every Sunday night. We went to church every Wednesday night. And any type of event that you could think of that would be had at that church, we were there for those as well. So 3 times a week, as well as any like random thing that came up, right? So we were like heavily girl, I sang at church. I played the piano at church at time. Like we were like heavy in it. Heavy. And wait, what was the original question you asked me? 'Cause- oh, you said did it prolong it?
Yeah.
Girl, you're gonna have to remind me sometimes because my look, this was impromptu, y'all. I'm telling you, this was impromptu. This was not planned. Um, no, it really did prolong it. I didn't think that I would ever be able to come out. I told myself, um, basically, like, we'll just learn to like women. Even though I've never looked at a woman with sexual attraction, I can look at a woman and be like, damn, she bad.
hmm
Damn, she's sexy. I can obviously recognize attractive women, but I have never, ever, ever in my life felt a sexual attraction to a woman. It just doesn't do
Same,
anything for me.
same.
Um, well, let's not talk about the stud. That's a little different. But I would say in a general
Yeah.
in a general
And what?
sense.
So what
Because
would
the
you
Thugs at
say?
Provo's girl, that DJ was giving that night. I would have let her. Woof.
And she was smelling good.
I told you,
So
girl.
what was what would you say was like the turning point of like of you coming to a realization of loving your true self?
Girl, that didn't happen until the last few years. That's why on the inside, I wanted to cut you off, but I didn't because I knew you was telling your story. But when you said that I helped you be your true self because you were able to look at me and see what it meant to be your authentic self, I just started being my authentic self a couple years ago, girl. Fully. You know what I mean? I'm a
Yeah,
good faker, right? And
yeah.
so when you're saying like, "Oh, I looked at Destin and he was whoop de whoop," I wasn't, girl. And to like for a long time, it was hard, like, because I'm a person, I'm very clockable, right? Very clockable. So I open my mouth and people are like, "Oh, he's a homosexual," you know, freaking homosexual sofa over here,
Not the
or
sofa.
I think I walk normal, but some people just would be like, "Oh, I could tell by the way you walk." By the
What?
way I walk, I'm just walk like what
Right. What?
I'm just walking. Now,
People just
obviously,
say
I
anything, to be
I
honest.
know that a lot of my mannerisms are classified as feminine mannerisms. Like I, do the grab, do the shit with my hands while I'm talking and shit. Um, the talking, I get it. I mean, I understand that. And when I say these things, obviously, I mean like stereotypically, right,
Yeah.
feminine. So I know I'm very clockable. And so when you are clockable, it is difficult. It's difficult if you are not um fully in love with how you are as a person, because it was hard to just walk in Walmart. You walk in Walmart and I know that everyone in here knows I'm a homosexual. And it feels like ABC all eyes are on me 24/7. And I don't like that. I don't like eyes on me regardless of the gay thing. And so it kind of just felt like I was a walking target everywhere I went, everywhere I went. And so I would try to not speak too much, or just being very and it's exhausting, right? To just constantly be like, how am I standing? Do I look gay right now? Is my, whatever. Sometimes I just do this and like people are like, oh, that's gay. I'm like pushing my hair, like that's gay. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's just like very frustrating in that sense. And so, but I would feel like now, I'm not going to say, how do I want to say it? I'm not going to say I don't ever struggle with it, but I would say for the most part now, if I walk into a room, I just don't care. I just don't care because I've realized that if you don't like me for me, I don't want you around me anyway.
Hmm.
And if you don't like me for me, that's okay too. I only
And
want
that's
people
something
who I only want people who celebrate authenticity around me. So if you don't celebrate that, then
true.
that's cool. I'm gonna keep it pushing.
True. And that was something that was very difficult for me as well. With like just being around people that like knowing your worth and like
Hmm.
being around people that celebrate authenticity or whatever you call it.
Authenticity.
Yeah, sissified. Sissified. No, that celebrate
Sister
realness.
that walk.
Hey, don't get me started on
I'm
RuPaul.
weak.
Um, yeah, and just like not accepting like people that's like negative. Like
Hmm.
just that was something that I had to grow to.
But I'm sitting here thinking, and I think one of the biggest, and I mean the biggest things that really helped push me into a place of really loving myself and really accepting myself for who I am. Because you know me in person, right? People see me here, if people in the comments know me, I'm seeing people I know, but if someone came in here and they had never met me before, they may be like, oh, maybe this is just for this is how I act, right? So I'm very much like you see me, you're like, that's a sissy. That's a motherfucking punk is. And I love it now. But I feel like what really, really, really helped me love me for me was surrounding myself with like-minded people and surrounding myself with similar people. I didn't have gay friends. I didn't have gay I was the first one in my family to come out. Um I definitely didn't have gay friends. I just didn't have friends in general, first of all. Um And so that it just puts you in a place of, when you say you felt like the black sheep of the family, people don't really realize how traumatizing that is in and of itself. To feel like you're really alone because that what that does, and when you are in the situation like what we're talking about, it makes it so that you can be in a room full of people and still be alone. And at that point, it's like, what do you do? And if you feel like if it when it was me, it's like, I feel like I can't talk to my family about this. I feel
Yeah.
like I can't talk to nobody at church about this. I don't have friends in general, so I don't have them. So what am I supposed to do? And I'll tell you, and this is where it gets dangerous. What happens when people don't have anyone to talk to? They go in the little chat rooms like we did, and they start talking to these psycho motherfuckers, and they reach out to other people who don't have their best interest at heart. Or the first motherfucker who comes along and says, damn, you fine, or damn, the first person who comes along to validate. That's what I'm really see. Again, y'all, this is impromptu. So let me rephrase it because I just realized how I want to say it. When you feel so alone like that and you feel so invalidated and you feel worthless, the first person who comes along and celebrates any one of those things that you felt were such a negative thing, you're hooked. It doesn't matter how toxic they are. It doesn't matter nothing. It doesn't matter nothing. You're hooked. And that is such a dangerous place to be in. Um, but no, to answer your question, I know I'm sitting here rambling now, but I would say that was the biggest thing. So, and really, if we think about it, for me, that was only about a year and a half ago, where I mean, me and you have been around for a while now, but for a long time, you were the only queer friend that I had. And I say friend, brother, but you're the only queer person in my life like that, And so, but then we met Tony, and then Duran came along, and um, so it's just that was for me, that was really beneficial to see other people like me. Um, and also, I'll say this, it sounds stupid, but when I worked at the Chipotle in Homa, because that was my first time I worked there. Well, obviously, first time working there, but that was the first time that I'd ever worked anywhere where they had so many gay people. Actually, I think it was probably my first time working anywhere with gay people that I knew of. Obviously, gay people are everywhere. You just don't know that they are gay. But like there, I would say at least 90% of the workers were somewhere in the spectrum of being in the community, it being queer of some sort. I mean, they had the gays, the lesbians, the bisexuals, they had transgender people there. And so that was just a very, like, I felt home, you know? And I remember the GM even told me, because she asked me one day, I think she could just tell that I had never um, really like spoken about my sexuality. And she said, how does your family feel about it? And I was like, and she was like, we'll be your family. That's okay. And I was like, girl, but it was just nice to be surrounded by this is why it's important for parents to instill love and acceptance into their queer kids. Because thank you. Can you put that on the
Yeah.
screen, Tim? Put
Yeah.
that on the screen because people who come back and watch this need to see that in big bold letters. Thank you. This is
Yeah,
why
you're welcome.
parents, it is important to instill love and acceptance into your queer kids because they
Just
will go find it
find
in
it
the
in the
wrong
wrong
places.
place.
You're not understand when
Yes,
you see your queer kids and you're like, I don't know why my 18-year-old gay son is hanging around with this 45-year-old man, and or they've got my son off doing drugs and he's in a ditch or he's out in a cane field somewhere getting fucked by 13 men in the middle of the night. I'm laughing, but people don't realize you have to, because guess what? If you don't get that love from them, you're gonna go find it from somewhere. You're
that's
gonna
true.
find it somewhere,
That's
and you're
true.
gonna find it in the first person that
That's
fits
true.
whatever it is that you didn't get.
That's true. And
It's
that
so
that
dangerous.
and that hits home. That definitely
Yeah,
hits
of
home for
course.
me. And
Of
when I
course.
tell you hits home, it hits home. That is very, very important. That is a great point. Because I fell victim to it. Not gonna lie to you about
Hmm.
finding love in the wrong place. And when I talk about this situation, it makes me
Excuse me, y'all.
emotional, and I'm
It's an
not trying
emotional topic.
to like
You don't
uh
want to cry on live, girl. It's okay if you don't want to.
nah.
You can. This is a safe space. And if
Yeah.
somebody here makes it not a safe space, I'll punch them through the comments.
Nah.
But you don't have to. I don't. But it is a very, people don't
But
realize, right? Because
yeah,
here's the
it's
thing.
you know what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
You
don't
know
want to
what?
cut you off.
Fuck it.
Heavy on
I'm fuck it.
fuck it.
I'm telling my story.
Tell it. Wait, hold up. Reclaiming his time. Reclaiming his time. Point of order. Pointer. You are out of order. There will be pandemonium in this
so
courtroom. Go ahead, brother.
so yeah, I definitely fell victim to it
Yeah.
because um basically the first guy that I truly had an attraction to was definitely a DL download man, a boy.
Oh,
And it was just so like just I
yeah.
really felt like truly safe with him.
Hmm.
Because I shared everything with him,
Excuse
um,
me.
anything that I would had going on,
Hmm.
and at that point, I didn't know myself truly
Hmm.
and what I was worth, but
Oops.
I just felt so safe with him,
Hmm.
and it was definitely the wrong place, but
Yeah. But he
um,
was the first person who probably offered that safety to you.
definitely, and I was
Yeah.
like, and it was definitely a dangerous place to be, but I just felt so safe with him. Because definitely about finding love in the wrong place.
Hmm.
Because truly the love and acceptance from like my parents wasn't there.
Yeah.
Half of my family, love and acceptance
Yeah.
wasn't there. My so-called um blood brother that is part of the community wasn't there. And this is supposed to be we're supposed to be locked in, but I felt so alone. And it was just
Sorry, I'm
like
good.
just a tough place to be.
Yeah.
And he accepted me because he was down low, but I just feel like it was,
Who
of course,
accepted you? I'm sorry.
the DL man, the
The
DL
guy.
boy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy.
Oh,
And
Lord.
one thing led to another, and I got myself in trouble because of him. And even after that, I still kind of had to force myself not to talk to him because of
Hmm.
the love he gave me. That was the wrong place. At the and then it was just very, very difficult
Yeah.
to like go through that situation.
Well, and then once you're there, it's hard to get out of it too.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
real hard because
For
you
sure.
get used to. because it's a whole nother episode we could do just on the DL, man. My God, we'll have to because it's a heavy topic.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I mean it is heavy, but that's a loaded topic.
Yeah.
Um, but when you're already in that place, that becomes the normal, you
Yeah.
know. And so it's hard to get out because it's not that you don't see nothing wrong with it, because when you are in it and you start fighting the things that, with someone like us and then a DL man being together, it's never going to work. As T.S.
Mhm.
Madison say, baby, we are here. What she say? I'm coming to you live, loud, and in color. Girl,
Mhm.
we can't hide this. And being with somebody who their sole purpose or everything about them revolves around hiding themselves. And then you take someone who's like me and you, where if we try to hide ourselves, it's like we busting at the damn seams. Yeah, the DLs will always be dangerous.
Well,
Dangerous. And then that just becomes the normal and you don't know how to get out of it. It's tough.
it
That
is.
is tough. Um, Gosh, it still makes me how Tim said this is why it's so important to instill love and acceptance into your kids, the queer kids specifically, because they just really don't. When you feel like your family doesn't support you, and you know what's crazy to me is people to this day, because they said it then and they'll say it today, as they always do. They say no one cares that you're gay. No one cares. Yes, they do. You're the butt of every joke. You are whispered about when you're not there. You're in, and I'm not saying you specifically, obviously, just gay people or queer people in general. You become the embarrassment of the family, whether they tell you or not, and you can feel it. You know when you're the embarrassment of the family. You can feel that heavy, and it's just not. That is such a low place to be.
Mhm.
Such a low place to be. Because if you can't go, if you can't feel loved and seen and accepted and celebrated by them, that's who's supposed to be closest to you. That is
Mhm.
tough. Girl, my mind just went blank.
I'm weak.
But no, the DLs, just to go back and hit on that. I mean, I don't want to go in too far into that this episode because I feel, well, not episode, but this live, because I feel like the rest of the conversation will be about that because I won't know how to stop myself. But yeah, I mean the DLs are so dangerous
They
because
are
them
because they.
now let's clarify for a second what we mean to the crowd, for maybe someone, if they're not here, they come in late. What we mean when we say DL men, because it doesn't just mean somebody in the closet.
Mhm.
Somebody in the closet would have been like me or you. We're gay, and not necessarily just gay, but that's what we were. And we were afraid to let people know, and so we suppressed that in ourselves. But that is very different from what we call DL men. The DL men are typically very masculine men. They're usually in relationships with women, usually, or married to women. They have kids. They're usually always with a different woman every time you see
Yeah,
them.
definitely.
And what's the word I'm looking for? It is, for lack of a better word that I can't think of, as Tim said, it is so dangerous because what will happen is you become the secret, first of all. Let's not even talk about physical danger. Emotionally, you've become their secret. So when you're in private, oh, they want to be all over you. They want to be kissing up on you and doing all the nasty things that two homosexuals do when they in the
Like
bedroom.
go on back roads and touch private parts and
That's why I
whatnot.
said in the cane field, because the back roads
Mhm.
will always be a thing.
Mhm.
They love riding around. They be riding around with their little homeboys or with their little femboys that they doing their thing with, and doing things in the car and doing this, that, and the third, but they don't want nobody to know. But then what happens is they usually know who they are and hide it. Exactly.
Exactly.
What happens is at some point it can really, aside from the emotional toll that can take on you, it can really become physically dangerous because it takes one time for them to think that you're going to tell somebody, or it takes one time for them to think that someone saw you out in public, them bitches will kill you and leave you in a
Yeah,
ditch.
and there is definitely cases
They
out
will
there,
kill you
several
and leave you
cases.
in
Hmm.
a ditch.
Hmm.
You're gonna look like this.
Hmm.
Then you're gonna
For
be looking
being
like this
who you
in
truly are.
a coffin.
Hmm.
Be
Yeah,
who
it's not worth.
you are. For your right. Happy Gay Month. I got you some balloons and a cake because you
I'm
know you
weak.
gay and stuff. Anyway, but no, it's just so dangerous, and people don't realize that. And then it scares me for the babies, girl, gabies, if you will, the gay
Hmm.
babies. Let's call them gabies.
Because they love a DL man. They love them,
Because
love them.
girl, I love the good DL man. What you talking about? There, you know why? Because it's put that is internalized homophobia. Because that's something. Did you feel like you had to deal with internalized homophobia too?
What you mean?
For example, I was gay and I had homophobic thoughts running through me all the time. Like I would see a gay person who was living themselves as TS says, live, loud, and in color, and I would be like, "Oh, they doing too much. They're drawing too much attention to themselves.
Oh yeah,
This why
yeah,
this
yeah,
is why
yeah.
people think something's wrong with gay people now. This is why they think all the gays are like that. They're just being themselves. This is why. This is why. This is why. This is why. Shut up." But we also, I don't want to say can't help it, but it's instilled in us at such a young age because the patriarchy with
Mhm.
how men are, that you're at the bottom. You know what I mean? And so it's like, wait, see my mind. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again, but um it's just instilled in us. And so when you're growing up, you're taught men don't cry, men don't
Show emotion.
whatever. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's and not even just emotions, but simple things like men don't paint their fingernails, men don't walk like that, men don't hold their hand like that when they talk. Men, whatever. The list goes on and on. And guess what? Who came up with that? At
Mhm.
what point, this is what I want to know. At what point did those things become masculine or feminine? Because here's what I want to get at. Let's just talk about fingernail polish. I know somebody in my family, she got her first boyfriend. Was it the first? Maybe. She was young, right? She came home from school one day. She's like, I got a boyfriend. The dad was like, I got to meet her. And then I'm trying real hard not to use names and relation titles. Um, and her father was like, I want to meet him. He meets said boy. Said boy, I don't think it was nail polish. I think he had on eyeliner. You can't date him. Sorry, y'all. You can't date him because he has eyeliner on. At what point did someone decide, oh, if you take that and you put it right here, that's only for women? If you take that color, so you can paint your car, you can paint the walls in your house. Bitch, if I wanted to paint this cup a different color, that's fine. But God forbid if I paint a finger, that's gay. That's what women do. Says who? Or like, did you see the Kai Cenat? Whenever Nicki Minaj came out with her Pink Friday 2 album, she went on a live stream with Kai Cenat. That was a big deal, right? People don't just get Nicki Minaj on their shit like that. And she was sitting down to him in their live stream and she looked down at his nails and she said, "Oh, your nails look really good." And she said, "Do you get them done or manicured or something like that?" And I don't remember, I don't want to lie, but I don't remember exactly how it went. But then she said, "Oh, do you put nail polish? Do you wear nail polish?" And he said, "No, no, no. I get them done because I'm clean." She said, "Oh, yeah, you're clean. Do you wear nail polish?" "No, no, no. This is just a clear. It's a clear. What they call it? It's a gel." She said, "Gel polish?" And he was like, "But it looks good. I'm clean." And she was like, "Yeah, it looks good. I was complimenting you. You're just too insecure." Because as soon as I said nail polish, you thought I was saying you were feminine. I can't deal with it. I can't. People will live their life so unhappily. I feel like that's a weird way to say that, but they will not live the life they want to live that brings them pure joy because they're afraid someone's going to say that's what girls do. Bitch, if my favorite color is blue, why I can't paint my fingernails? So you can paint your whole face to go to a football game, but that's okay because that's what men do. Girl, shut up. Disrespectfully, shut up. You sound
Disrespectfully,
stupid.
you do
You
sound
sound
stupid.
stupid.
Hmm.
And it's like people just will not live their life. And so you have those things that are just instilled. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let me go look something up. You can keep talking, brother. I want to go look something up to show the people right quick. Keep
Yeah.
going.
So,
Talk about, yeah, keep
uh,
going.
yeah. So definitely, people stopping people from living their lives is definitely a huge problem because, and in the standard of society, like you mentioned, like who made things like masculine and feminine, like
In my mind, I'm just convinced it all comes down to control.
yeah, for sure,
Because it
like
doesn't make any sense to me. Let me see. I found kind of what I'm looking for, so I'm trying to just what? Girl, I thought I found what I was looking for. Hold on. We about to get there. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I just want this to open up. Come on, girl. Let's see. Can I do that? I don't know if it'll fuck up the thing for everybody. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen right quick. Oh wait, I gotta add it to the stage. I forgot.
made it to
Let's
the
look at this right
stage.
quick. Let's look at this right quick. The clothing from Jesus's time. You gonna tell me that's not a dress? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah,
you gonna tell me that's not a dress?
yeah.
That's a dress. So at some point, let's be clear, at some point, oh wait, let me take that off the screen. Sorry. At some point, somebody hemmed up the middle part and said, from henceforth, the men will wear the one with the two legs and the women will keep wearing the dress. Why was it fine before? Beautiful gowns. I know that's
Beautiful
right.
gown. Hmm.
Beautiful gown. Who like at so at some point someone just said we're now going to consider this a feminine style of clothing and men can't wear it. Why? Because I just want to say one thing loud and clear for the people in the back. Are you listening? Put your listening ears on. The only thing, and I'm going to say gay people because it's me and him are gay. So don't come at me about, well, what about these people? I'm not talking about them. The only thing that makes you gay is having a sexual attraction to the same sex. If you like to wear a dress, that'll make you gay. That's a piece of clothing that society has deemed that is for women. Who made up that rule? Because the men used to wear dresses all back. Who made up that rule? If you like to paint your fingernail, that does not make you gay. You know what that makes you? It makes you a person who likes blue fingernails. If you like to have long, luxurious hair, it does not make you gay. It makes you a person who likes long, luxurious hair on themselves. They not ready for this one, brother. Put your listening ears on real good. If you like to be fucked by your wife, the men will say their wives peg them. baby, you getting fucked. That doesn't make what makes you gay is a sexual attraction to men. If you only like to do that with your woman, that's not gay. If you like your woman to stick a finger in your booty hole, that's not gay. That is not gay. They want to call it gay, just getting dug in. Thank you. They want to call it gay, but guess what? The male G spot is in the booty hole.
Is is
The male G spot is in the booty hole.
is. I think you one more time.
The male G spot is in the booty hole.
It's in the booty hole.
What makes you gay is having a sexual attraction to the same
To the
sex.
same sex.
In the same way, for men, if they have sex with a man one time just to see if they like it, people will just say, "You're gay, you're gay, you're gay." If they do that and we're like, "I don't like this. This is not." In the same sense that if I went have sex with a woman right now just to see what it was like, that would not make me straight, honey.
In it.
I'm talking about in there.
In it. In it.
But no, people get so hung up on what are people going to say? What are they going to think? They're going to look at my be you.
You just gave me an
Unapologetically,
idea. Look, you just gave me an
unapologetically,
idea.
disrespectfully.
You just gave me an idea. I might paint my nails blue.
Do it. Ain't that your favorite color?
Is
Do it.
is
What's my favorite color?
yellow.
Is come on, Bucky. Good old Bucky. I had to make sure there ain't no coffee stain from my drinking. You never told us what glamazon meant.
So this shout out to Tony. So this
Because
is
a
an
bitch have a
Amazon.
taco or nothing.
So
I said because a bitch they have a taco or
oh,
nothing.
bitch didn't have a taco or nothing. So he works at Amazon, and then this is
Mhm.
a rainbow cup. So Glamazon.
Period.
Amazon
Okay,
Glamazon.
glamazon. It's giving sissy Amazon. So Amazon made that for their like employees.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
glamazon.
And I had a drink in here
It's
one
giving
day, and
DEI.
it is. I had a drink in here one day at his house, and it somehow came to my house.
So, somehow
And then he
came
was
to my
like,
house.
"Is that my cup?" I was like, "Yeah."
Is
And then I said, "Oh, I was gonna give it back, but I like it. It's cute." He was like, "You can
I'm
have it."
weak. I'm weak. I'm so weak.
I
I'm
really have the
so
best friends
sick.
in the world, to be honest.
Do, do,
I do.
girl. I'm just sitting here thinking, people like, what a sad life that must be.
Yeah,
What a
to like
sad life to go through
literally.
life and just not do what you want to do. Because here's the thing, you can literally just say, well, they're gonna call me gay. Okay. Because guess what? Guess what? They're not ready for this either. Calling somebody gay not an insult.
It's
Ca-
not.
Did you hear me?
Calling someone
Calling
gay,
somebody gay is not an insult.
not.
That's like me walking up to a straight person and saying, you're a fucking heterosexual. You know how stupid you sound?
Yeah.
Well, that's an insult for me because I don't want to be that, but I'm just playing. But I'm just saying, like, that is so stupid because people associate gay with nasty, with bad, with disgusting.
But to be
That's
honest,
why they're so afraid for people to say, "Oh, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay." But
yeah.
guess what? If you're not gay, why would you
To me, gay means happy. I'm happy with myself. He's happy with himself. She's happy with herself. They are
care?
happy
Oh,
with
why you
themselves.
pointed to me when you said she?
I didn't.
It's giving she her. On the camera, it looked like it. Look, you gonna point at me
It's
and say she?
given
I'm gonna start ducking.
what? My pronouns are table and chair. Thank you.
And I want a bitch to come sit on me. I'm just playing. Is that a little too far?
Ooh,
I just
talking in it.
I'm talking about in there. What is that? Oh my god, what is that? I can't. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. So, Tim, can you put that comment? Thank you on the screen. I appreciate that. Okay. He wants to know, can I go first with this one?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
question
So
says,
go ahead, read it for me, just in
what are
case I need
y'all
to.
what are y'all's opinion on pronouns, non-binary, trans, etc.?
Okay. Because I feel like I was just explaining this to somebody recently. Actually, I was. I have a friend named Jay that I was explaining. I mean, we agreed, right? But we were having this conversation. It doesn't matter. My opinion on non-binary trans people and the pronouns they want to go by do not matter. You want to say it again? Our opinions on the pronouns that non-binary and trans people or anybody else who wants to go by a different pronoun than what people want to call them, our opinions on it don't matter. Because when
Oh,
you,
somebody in the back said, "Why do you say that?"
so I'm glad you asked somebody in the back. If my name is William and I said, please don't call me William, can you just call me Will? That's what I like people to call me. No one says a motherfucking thing.
Mm.
Can you call me? No one
No, they
can.
have
No one
bitches.
says it.
They have bitches that's Robert. Can you call me Bill? No problem. No problem.
Right. My
No
name, or
problem.
wait, my name is Richard. Can you call me Dick?
Yeah, sure, Dick.
My name is
Sure.
Charles. Can you call me Chuck? Bitch, I'll call you Chucky. But no, seriously, because it doesn't make any sense. If I say, please, actually, I'm not even going to say me. If someone I don't even know comes up to me and says, when you refer to me, can you please refer to me as they, them? Or can you please refer to me? Let's say it's someone that society deems as a male, and they say, can you please refer to me as she or her? Why would I not? I feel like that's just the basic elements of respect. Me referring to the person in the way that they want to be referred to does not hurt me. It does not hurt the other person. And it doesn't make a like that's what they want. Why why does it matter? I'll go even a step further. You may not think it's connected. To me, it's connected. Even if we get into slurs, right? So obviously, there is a large subset of white people who don't understand why black people can say the N word, but white people can't. Aside from the fact that we should not have to explain the reason why we should not be saying that word, first of all, if I got to explain that to you, that's a problem to me. But to me, the way my brain works, it doesn't matter if you let everybody else in the world call you what you're fine with, but when you come to me, you say you can't call me that. I don't get to say, well, you let them call you that. Why can't I call you that? It doesn't matter. It is basic respect to refer to someone how they want to be referred to or not referred to. It- how is that so hard to understand? Like, I really want to know. I really want to know. So, you calling them she or her versus he, him, how does that affect you? And here's the thing people say, well, it's confusing. To who? Not to them. They know what they want to be called. It's confusing to you. It's not your life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm getting heated, Brett. I'm getting heated, BB. I'm getting heated, brother. It does not matter. They're not confused. You're confused. And you being confused about their life doesn't matter. They're not confused about their life. That's what matters.
Agreed.
But they're not. It doesn't matter. Even if that were true, be that as it may, it doesn't matter. How does it affect you? How does it hurt you? I want to know.
And
If you can tell me, please tell. Can you tell me? Do you know?
no,
Me either.
they're weird.
Go
But
ahead. I need to breathe for a
I have
second.
like I
I'm getting
have like
annoyed.
a like something to tie in. I think it ties into this,
Go ahead.
but um, I agree. It doesn't matter. Like if they have a preference, I don't care if it's table, chair, him, her.
You.
I'm 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 gonna call you
You're either going to
what
call
you're
them that out
comfortable.
of respect or you're not
Yeah,
going to communicate with them.
yeah, exactly. And also, I think that to ties into I know like some like gay guys
Mhm.
that it was a struggle for me at first, but I think that's along the lines of like someone saying girl.
You don't like that?
At first, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to
Oh,
you.
interesting.
At first, I was like,
I didn't say it at first.
like, huh?
I didn't say it at first either.
Yeah, like at first, I
You
was
would have
like,
never heard me say girl
girl, like,
or someone
and
look at me and say girl. I would have been like,
yeah,
ooh.
like girl, and then I'm like, what?
Hmm.
But I think that ties into it, like what, like, and then I had to realize I'm like, it don't bother me no more, but it used to bother
Yeah.
me.
But also, like, if another gay guy, because I say, look, I just said it. But girl, I forget where I'm at a lot of times, right? I don't just say this to gay people. Now, of course, I code switch, but I oftentimes find myself saying girl to straight men. I have some straight friends, a couple,
Yeah,
and or my family members, for example. Oh, is our video back? Mine like blinked out for a second. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? So, like for example, I have people in my family, men, um, and at times, I'll say, "Girl," they don't care because you know why? They know I'm not calling them a girl.
hmm,
Now, if they were to say, "Can you please not call me that?" You know what I would say? Okay.
simple.
Or, when it comes to trans people wanting to go by a different pronoun than what society would want to call them. So if it's a trans woman, that means that they were born biologically male, but they identify gender-wise, they identify as a woman. And people go, "That's so confusing." It's not confusing for them, it's confusing for you. If they say, "Can you please call me she, her?" That's what you call them. Now, I can't I am not trans. I cannot speak on behalf of the trans community. I love and respect those girlies, but I can't speak on behalf of them because I'm not one of them. I don't fully get it. And I'll say this, but I don't have to get it. Just like I will never get what it's like to be a black person living in America because I'm not. It's not possible for me to get it fully. So when they say, "I just don't understand trans people," you're not trans. You're not going to get it. And they don't even expect you to get it. I don't think, again, I don't want to speak on everyone's behalf, but I would think the overwhelming majority doesn't actually care if you get it. They want you to respect them
Expect it.
and give them the
Hmm,
rights that everyone else has.
hmm.
It's not it is not hard to be a decent human being. It's not hard. Well, they want to go into the boys' bathroom. Or I'm sorry, they want to go into the girls' bathroom. They identify as a woman. Most people have used the bathroom directly next to trans people. Most people have sat on a bus or a train or somewhere in public directly next to trans people and you don't know it because they're passing. Oh, yes, Carrie Love. We'll get to that in a second. Tim, if we forget about that, please feel free to remind me. Um,
What?
she
Okay.
said, can we talk about it's like covering it up now, but how people don't want, oh yes, people don't want us to use the rainbow because they think it only means LGBTQ. If you don't know what she means, I'll get to that in a second because I fully know what she means. Um, but it's frustrating because they say, well, what's going to stop uh, a man from just putting on a wig and saying he's trans and going in the women's bathroom and raping a woman? So you don't have issues with trans women, you have issues with rapists. If your argument, I'm going to look right into the bitches when I say that. If your argument for trans women not let me let me back up. If your argument for trans women not being able to use the women's bathroom is because a man might put on a wig and go in the women's bathroom and rape a woman or child in there, then your issue is not with trans women. Your issue is with rapists.
Rapist. Period.
Why do people never
Because
look at the
because
actual
what
source of the problem?
because what stops a female, a cis female or a cis male doing it in the
You're breaking up
same
on my end, brother. I'm sorry. I can't
huh?
really. Is
You
your
can hear me?
internet going in and out?
No.
I can now. You was cutting out for a minute
Oh
though.
no, I said the same what stops those
Oh,
situations from
nothing.
happening
Nothing.
to the same
Nothing.
sex? Like
Nothing.
what stops
Nothing.
like a man
What would
from
stop a
going in
man from
there?
just walking in right now and raping him anyway?
Hmm.
Nothing. They just walk through the door and do it. Your problem is with rapists. Blame the actual source of what your fear is. B- Blame the actual source of what the fear is. Your fear is men who rape people. That's your fear.
Exactly.
Where are the men saying we don't want rapists to go? I don't hear that. And can we also look? I don't want to make this into a full trans episode because
About the
I'm sure
sport.
we'll have a
The
full,
sport.
we
Yeah.
can do a whole multi-part series on this. They only have an issue for them. I don't want to put a blanket statement, but I will say, correct me if I'm wrong, from what I have, this is my experience, okay? Not speaking for it. My experience says the overwhelming majority of people who have a problem with trans people, they typically only have a problem or typically only say things about trans
That's
women.
women. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Agreed.
Why aren't they saying, I don't want a trans man going into the men's bathroom because they were born a female and and they might try to rape my son. None of them say that. They have a problem, from my experience, with trans women. And again, most people have walked amongst, have been checked out at the grocery store, have opened a door for someone walking into a store, have sat next to someone on a bus, in a taxi, had their Uber driver picked. You have met trans people. You just didn't know. You can always tell when they're trans. No, you can't. You can tell when it's someone that you think doesn't look fully feminine if they're a trans woman, if that's coming across correctly. There are people who, and I hope that's not an insulting thing, but who fully pass, right? Bitch, you look at Michaela J. You gonna tell me that's a man? You're gonna tell me that's a man? Look, Brett, look at T.S. Madison. When T.S. Madison walks into a room, you're gonna tell me that's a man? Well,
Look at this beauty.
and
Like what?
that's who they want using the bathroom with your son. How does that make sense? And they say, well, just give them their own bathroom then. Since there's no solution here, just give them their own. Why? There are airports, I don't know where at, but there are places that have co-ed bathrooms for men
Hmm.
and women.
Starbucks.
Yes, there are. Oh, all Starbucks have that?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't know that, but I know that they exist, right? There are bathrooms where you go in and it is a multi-person bathroom. You may have 10 stalls in there and it is for men and women. Baby, if there was a bunch of rapes happening in there, it'd be all over the news. And can we just be clear? Can we talk about how stressful it is to go and use the bathroom in a men's bathroom full of men? You know what? No, that's a different topic. Let's get to Carrie
Wait,
Love.
is my video paused or no?
It's lagging. I don't know what's going on, girl. It's thank you because I was already going to forget about what it said. So she wants to talk about how people don't like. Wait, brother, can you why don't you do the button where it turns your camera off and turn it back on? See if that helps you. Let's see if I can help him out, y'all. 1 minute. We're having technical difficulties. Um, give him a second, y'all. Find it. Find it. Find it, girl. Come on, BB. And
I'm
it don't
back.
stand for bitch boy. Yeah, but your camera's not on.
Am I back?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I can see myself. That's crazy.
Okay. Why don't you leave the studio and then come back in and I'll add you. Oh, there you go. Back in action.
I'm
Excuse me.
back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about this is what Carrie Love says. Let's talk about how people don't like to use the color rainbow for anything because they think it just means LGBTQ. For example, God forbid you have a phone case with a rainbow on it. They're like, oh, he must be gay. I'm sorry, a rainbow doesn't mean gay. We use the rainbow as our symbol because it has multiple, all the shades
Mhm.
available in it. That's it. It's supposed to represent us, girl. I don't fucking know. Girl, let's talk about the rainbow. Look, okay, we got time. We still got about 30, a little more than 30 minutes to go. I specifically remember, God knows, I remember specific instances, girl, of sitting in church and them talking about the damn rainbow being used by the gays. And I remember I was in girl, I was in high school. I was in Sunday school one time, and the Sunday school teacher was like distraught, like I mean, really upset. Cause you know that symbol was given to us by God as a promise that he'll never flood the earth again. He would never wipe out his people in that type of destructive way ever again. That's what it's saying in the Bible, girl. And they have taken that and used it as a symbol of pride for their sin. What that woman said, I never said LGBTQIA.
I
I
said
said
SIN.
SIN.
Yo.
But he was like distraught and truly upset that we were using a symbol given as a promise from God as our pride of living a sinful life. Do you know how stupid you sound?
Right.
Let God be true quickly. What is that supposed to mean? Am I missing something? I Tim, can you explain that? I think I might be missing something, girl. I just don't it's just and they call us the snowflakes. We're the snowflakes. We're the ones who get upset so easily. Girl, we can't even use a rainbow. A rainbow exists in nature. It is the sun passing through the water droplets in the sky and reflecting. That's the best I can give you an explanation of. Okay, I don't know science. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a magician. I'm not none of that. The woman who said SIN said that too. Oh, okay, okay. I thought okay, period. I got you now. Um it just again, they are the snowflakes. Or I remember one time, I forget what is it Peacock? Is that a news channel that has it's like oh god.
NBC.
One of the news channels, maybe so, one of them has like a little it's like each color of the rainbow in a half circle. It almost looks like a little flower with rainbow colors, like a half flower kind. You about to look it up?
Yeah,
Girl, they got me going
NBC.
off tonight. Let me see it. Pull it up to the camera. Okay. So you see that, right? One time I saw somebody, mind you, that's been their logo. See, it's a peacock, first of all. Do you see
Yeah.
the neck and the body? Put it
Hmm.
back to the camera so the people can see and hold it there for a second while I talk. Damn, Brett, your camera fucking up again. Okay, wait. Okay. It's a peacock, everybody. And peacocks have what? Colorful feathers. Colorful feathers. If you look, you can see the body, the beak of the peacock with its colorful feathers behind. That has been their logo for I don't know how long. Maybe different versions, but that has been the logo in general. One time I saw somebody post this, Brett, on Facebook during Pride Month, and they were like, I'm so sick of companies changing their logos to support these homosexuals. Girl, that's been their logo since it's a peacock. A peacock has colorful feathers. That has nothing to do. And the companies don't support us anyway. They put little rainbows on
Yeah.
shit during Pride Month so they can get our money. They don't actually care about the gays nor support us. They just want the money. Girl, God, you done got me started, brother. Look, I'm about to just start ripping this fan up. Look, look. Wait, let's get a good thumbnail. You ready? Make a real angry face like you about to. You ready? We'll get a good thumbnail for whenever we put it on YouTube. Okay, Pitt. That'll be a good one.
What they say, the gays are
Oh,
always angry,
look, and so dramatic. Apparently, the gays are so dramatic.
dramatic and angry.
Apparently, I
Apparently, girl.
can't. Apparently, the gays are so dramatic.
So
I
dramatic.
feel like, oh, there it goes. I was like, my lighting looks weird, but it kind of just
So
switched
dramatic.
up. Girl, I'm
So dramatic.
just, when I tell you I'm over it, I mean, I'm just so over it.
So over it.
And sometimes I just, I'm at a point where I'm realizing people who feel that way and think they're not going to change. So I don't try to change them. There's a therapist that I listen to on a Spotify podcast all the time, and he always says he's gotten to a point where he no longer speaks to someone who isn't listening. If you're asking me these questions and I'm explaining and you're never going to change your mind. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what facts I present to you. I don't speak to people who are not willing to listen. And I don't mean hear me physically. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't even mean agree. I will speak to someone who doesn't agree with me, but I will not speak to someone who does not listen. I'm not doing it. For what reason? All that's going to do is piss me off more.
Facts.
And I feel like that's where I'm at with a lot of people in my family. Obviously not everyone, but there's I don't know how to say it. There's my family is I separate them into different groups, right? There's one subsection who will never even really want to I'm not saying they won't associate with me, but they would be very uncomfortable with me just being myself around them, right? That's one subsection. Another subsection of my family are the people who really rock with me. I mean, they fuck with me heavy. And I feel like it's not that many, but there are those who fuck with me heavy. Not I don't want to say mainly, but it feels that a lot of them are nieces and nephews. Because keep in mind, I have a large family, lots of siblings, so a lot of my nieces and nephews are adults. Um, but then there's a subsection of my family who they're fine with me being gay, but they don't want me to be too gay. And that doesn't mean I'm not saying they've said this to me. Um, but that's what it's giving. You know what I mean? And I'm about to just be at a point where I really understand that, right? I'm not speaking to someone who does. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not trying to change your mind. If I have to tell you why I deserve basic human rights, I'm not explaining. If I have to tell you why someone shouldn't die or be gunned down or executed by the government because of who they're in a relationship with, I'm not explaining to you anymore. If I have to explain to you how me being in a relationship with my man at home with my bills paid does not affect you, does not affect your life, if I have to tell you how it's not disgusting and I'm not some weird creep because of it and I'm just a regular, I'm not explaining that to you no more. And that's not easy, but I'm not doing it. What you doing? I feel like you ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you.
I'm just not doing it, brother. I'm not. Brother, it's been a minute. I feel like we don't really have any new people in here, but I don't care anyway. Hey, everybody, it's your two favorite sissies and punks on planet Earth. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing, but we think you should come hang out with us anyway. I am your hostess with the mostest. My name is Destin. It's not Dustin. Please don't get it twisted. And I'm here with my co host.
And I'm BB, y'all. And it don't
All
stand for
right.
Black Bear.
It does not stand for Black Bear. If you're just tuning in, you caught us on a very gay day, girl. We are talking all about the gay shit, girl.
Gay, gay,
Um,
gay.
Very impromptu, very much it's very much not given rehearsed. We decided to talk about this about 3 minutes before going on air. Um, quiet on the set. I'm just kidding. Nobody's even there.
I was about to say, don't talk to my niece like that.
Oh, she isn't there. She's in her kennel, just laying out. Now she just looked up. She must have knew you was thinking about her. She gonna
Oh,
come
I
on here
miss
one
my
day.
niece. I miss my
Look, she'll
niece.
be a guest for a full episode.
Yes, I
I'm gonna
get to
tell her.
see
I'm
her
gonna
on
say.
Friday.
I'm gonna put the microphone in her face. I'm gonna say, "Kayla girl." All right, pretend I'm her. I'm gonna say, "Kayla girl, how does it feel to live in a household where you are treated like actual royalty? Felt you are fed a premium and expensive dog food, quality dog food that's good for your gut health every day to ensure that you have the nutrients you need. You are fed water every day to ensure that that fur stays luxurious and shining. Everywhere we go, people say, "Oh my God, her coat is so shiny." Yeah, she drinks a lot of water and she eats a high quality food. She gets to lay around all day with no bills. No bills. I
None.
need her to come on and tell the people how that feels.
Hmm.
She goes to
And
camp.
then,
She goes
yeah,
to camp
camp.
twice a week. She goes to camp twice a week. We both work from home. She goes to camp twice a week. Every other week, we give her a full spa day at camp where they shampoo and they condition her and they trim her nails and they clean her ears and they clean her teeth and they play with her. And then they spray her with a cologne, the scent of your choice. You can choose extra fresh, blueberry pie, or coconut. I'm not gonna lie, the coconut cologne hits every time. The first time they
Can
said,
I?
they said, can you choose a scent? We need you to choose a scent for the full spa day. You can either choose blueberry pie, extra fresh, or coconut. I said, oh, is that like for the shampoo? They said, no, that's for the cologne we're gonna spray on her after. I said, girl, give me extra fresh the first day. Give me extra
Damn,
fresh.
can I switch lives with Kayla? Fuck.
Ooh,
No bills? You sold me at no
no
bills.
bills. No bills. No bills.
Cause I'm like 1 minute from selling ass.
Girl, I did that yesterday. And she don't miss a meal. She
Hey,
likes to act
don't
like
miss a
she
meal.
does. She
What,
acts like she does.
eight and
So
five or 9 and 5?
10,
10
she
and
eats at
5.
10 and 5 every day.
Mm-hmm.
And she acts like she doesn't get any meals. But when we got her, all her little ribs were showing. And now they're not. So you clearly eating, girl. 89 every
Yeah, I
3 weeks for her big old bag of food, girl. About 120 a month just on her food. Girl.
we need to hear it
Craziness,
from
I tell
Kayla.
you.
We need to hear it from Kayla. Kayla, Miss
Bruh,
Girl,
I'm
you
telling
got
you.
great parents.
Girl, last night I was about to smack the hell out of her for legal purposes. That's a joke, y'all. But why me and my man laying down in bed? I was gonna say we were trying to go to sleep, but that's not really what was happening.
Mm.
For legal purposes, we were trying to go to sleep. If she tells it, we mean, but she don't listen. I know that's right.
Exactly.
So we laying down trying to go to bed, girl. And I hear this how you know it's about to happen, right? Now she doesn't really do it much, but she hasn't been to camp because she came down with a little sickness, so they had her quarantined for a couple weeks so that she doesn't spread it. Camp wears her out and she likes to sleep. And I just don't think she was ready to go to bed last night. I don't think she was ready. So she sleeps in her kennel, which she loves. Don't let her fool you. Because we have to drag the bitch out of there during the day and say, no, you can't stay in here all day. But tell me why. This how you know it's about to come. I'm in bed and I hear, and then you wait, and she gets gradually louder. I'm laughing. Don't make me laugh. And then she'll,
Oh.
but it always starts with a little light one. Sometimes it's even softer. It's like, girl, stop. The fuck? You got a good life. Just go to
So
sleep.
so did y'all get up or
Yeah. So let me. This gonna definitely tell our parenting styles. I got up. First off, I looked at my companion and I said, "Can you go?" I was like all in my underwear and shit. I was like, "Can you go? I don't want to get up." It was cold, and I was like, "I don't want to put clothes on." And we got a roommate, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like, I was just like, "I don't want to run out like half naked." He was like, "Girl, I'm not getting up," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go." So I got my ass up. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna let her out, cause sometimes, if she hears the neighbors, she just needs to look around and see nobody's there." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna let her out the kennel." She did a little. I said, "Go look. Ain't nobody here." She was looking around. I said, "What you barking at?" Wagging her tail like she ready to play. I
oh.
said, "Girl." So I gave her a little treat. I put her back in the kennel, and I tell her the same thing every night when it's time for bed. I say, I turn the light off so it's dark. I put the little blanket over her kennel so she's like in her little cave kind of. And I always say, "Good night, baby. Be a good girl." And that's like her cue from me. We're going to bed. And so I did all that. I say, "Good night, baby. We're being a good girl. Good night, baby. Be a good girl. Okay." I go lay back in my bed thinking I'm about to get started with where I left off. That did not happen.
Mm-mm. Niece was not having it.
Instead of getting too heavily involved, I said, "You know what? Let's just listen for a couple minutes." 2 minutes in, I said, maybe she'll just go to sleep. Mm-mm. Gradually louder. Girl, I said, I looked at my man.
Man.
I said, "It's your turn." He got up. He flung that door open where she at. He said, "Shut that shit up." He walked in, he said, "Shut that shit up. What you barking at?" Then he opened the door, not the door, sorry. He like pulled up the blanket off the kennel and he was just staring her down. Lay down. Then he just because here's one thing about my dog, she will have a staring competition with you.
Will,
And
my niece
you
will
have to
stare.
you gotta win the staring competition because she know so if I say sit down and she don't want to sit, here go me. She looking at me just like I'm looking at y'all. And if you just don't break it, you just hold that contact. Eventually she'll lay down. Look, he's
Was
not
that
playing with me.
10
He
to
said 10
15 minutes staring at her?
staring. I said, I'm sitting, mind you, I'm sitting in bed thinking, what does he do? It was quiet. I said, I don't hear him talking to her. He came in, he said, I was just staring at her. I said, I'm weak. Just staring at a bitch. And what she did, laid her ass down and went to sleep. We know who's the nice parent and who's the look, I went in, I gave her a treat, I let her walk around. He said, shut that shit up. Girl.
Now go your ass to sleep.
And she better not do it tonight neither. Look, right now, she has a comfy couch she can lay on in here. Oftentimes, she'll come lay next to me on the carpet. Her kennel door, I want to be clear, her kennel door is open. She is willingly laying down in there, sleeping at the moment. She better not come with no bullshit tonight. Or you might be getting a new family member.
Mhm.
I'm just playing. That's my baby. Because it's too late. Go to bed for
A
real.
new
What you
family
doing?
member. She already is my family member. That's
Well, a
my
new
niece,
roommate.
and she doesn't do anything wrong.
A new roommate. That's oh, oh,
I
what's
love my
that?
niece.
What do
Huh?
I hear?
What?
I thought I heard a man in your house.
Oh no, this was the
I heard
no.
something. I thought a man was there. I said,
I had to make
turn the
sure.
camera around and let me see the
Look, I
man.
had to make sure my item in my box wasn't on.
Wait, say that again.
Had to make sure the item
I'm
in
a
my box.
weak. What item? I thought the box was empty.
It was.
Is it no longer empty? Can we now see the box since it's not empty? I think that was admission.
It's just a fan.
You think that's gonna keep you cool at the? You think it's gonna keep you cool at the cookout, girl? Not the cookout, the alumni
Yes.
picnic. You think so?
Yes.
Girl, I had used one of them whenever when me and Tim went to Tybee Island in Georgia. Before we
Yeah.
left, we had went to Savannah and did some kind of like tour. You know how New Orleans got the paddle
Oh
boat
my
thing?
gosh.
What? Oh, oh, chat. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, chat? Oh, is that the fan?
Yeah.
All I hear is bzzz. I don't know what that sound like, but it don't sound like a fan, girl. Sound like something else. Yes, Brett, bring your
Bringing the
umbrella
umbrella.
that you was using yesterday or the day before, whatever day. Yeah, bring that with you too. But dum dum dum.
They're not ready
Uh,
for
uh,
it.
uh,
They're
uh,
not ready
uh,
for
uh,
this
uh.
umbrella and the
They're not ready. Mind you, bucket hat, bucket hat. Bucket hat and with the fucking cowgirl boots, bitch, disgusting.
They're not ready. They're not ready. They're
Because it
not
will be
ready.
pissy hot. Oh, girl, it's gonna be hot. Because I know I saw all the videos from the Thibodeau alumni picnic when Boosie. Oh, oh, what was that? Was that another part of the fan or what?
It
What?
was, and it's a fan attachment.
chat a fan attachment
Yes.
that was strangely shaped similarly to something I've seen fall out of a man named Pressure at Provo's.
Quiet on the set.
Rolling anxiety in 3, 2. Anxiety keeps on trying me.
I got some new lotion.
Somebody around, somebody watching me.
Some new
And my
lotion.
anxiety. What? Lotion?
Some
Lotion's not usually clear, brother. What's going on with that? What kind
it's
of? Can you show the
lotion.
brand? I think I might want to get that brand. Can you show it to the people? Maybe
Yeah.
you want to get sponsored. Maybe we want to
Life.
life.
It's called life. Yeah.
There's no way. Can you move your hand on the top? I feel like it says something else. He said, "Why is Lupe so high?" Oh, lube. Right? Is that lube?
What? What is a lube?
Let me see that again, girl. Clearly,
Hell,
I don't.
yeah, it is fucking lube. Anal lube. 3 times. Lubricant. Have a
Show it again.
splash.
That bitch say 3 time anal lubrication. 3 times. Oh, I can't
Why you
deal.
need three?
Right.
What
Why it's
what
got to
if
be three
what if
times
what
for what
if
reason?
what if I want 3 men's at one time?
I guess that would be called TP, huh? Triple penetration.
From the front door to the back. We be
Brother, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody on this planet, hear me good, nobody will ever double penetrate me. My booty hole ain't falling out for nobody.
ooh, don't threaten me with a good time.
My booty hole is not going to fall out for nobody. Oh,
Is
girl, you got to be careful. I had that brand one. Actually, I got that brand right now, but it's a that one come with a warming sensation. And
oh no.
the
Mm-mm.
first time we used it for the full boop de boop, I thought my booty hole was on fire. I did, I swear. I thought it was on fire. Why my man said, you feel that? I said, yeah, I feel like he said my tip burning. I said my booty burning, girl. Get it out. Get it out.
I'm weak.
That will only henceforth be used for other things, not for that.
Hot. Tip
Hot.
and
Put that
booty.
on the
Hot.
screen. Put that on the screen. Hot, 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 hot.
Hot.
Girl. Look,
Not
look.
Carrie Love.
You know what
Not
my
Carrie. Look what
you know what
Carrie
my
Love
booty
said.
hole said? Oh, you know what my booty hole said that night?
Wait,
It
which
was acting
one?
just like
Which one, Carrie?
which booty hole? Oh, you
Carrie
know,
Love?
wait. That night, my booty hole was acting just like SpongeBob. He said, "Water,
Water! Water,
I
Sandy!
Sandy,
Water!
what I need."
What?
That's what it
And
was
then look,
doing.
this was the lube. Washer? What? 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 Water, Sandy! Water!
Look, that same episode, Patrick was trying to help him out. He said, "Toot, toot, open sesame." Well, I've done about all I can do. Why would he do that? Open sesame, girl. Why when you were saying
Carrie Love,
from
why you being so
Amazon?
messy?
Oh,
Why
it
you being
look,
so
because girl, you can have them things shipped right to your house nowadays.
what?
Whatever you order from Amazon.
Exactly.
And guess what? Guess what? If they got it in stock, bitch, you might get it same day. You got yours same day? Was you pleasantly surprised? Oh, look, because it done went from purse to purser. From purse to purser. Oh, look, because if he stay ready, he ain't got to get ready. I should about IKEA. If you stay, If you stay, if you stay ready, you ain't
Surprise!
gotta get ready.
That came out of nowhere.
I know it was an accident. For legal purposes, that was an accident.
For legal purpose.
If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Remember, now I'm just thinking about this. We got a few more minutes till we gotta go. But remember, hold up the purse for everybody. Because it you know it done went from purse to purser. Okay, everybody. Cute purse. $40. You like this girl? Cute.
This
Okay.
MK.
Remember the first time remember the first time you wore that purse out in public? Where was it? I was with you. Or where did we go the first time I saw the purse? In public.
Provost?
Nope. We was eating. You go first.
Wait. We went to BJ's, huh?
Mhm. Was at BJ's. And when we was leaving, they had a little boy sitting in a booth with his mama. And he looked at we had just got the like the ticket and everything right and paid, so we was leaving. So you getting up, you strap the purse around you, and we hear the little boy across from us in the booth with his mama and say, "Mommy, why does that man have a purse?" And she said, "It's not a purse, honey, it's a satchel." Baby, that's a purse.
No.
Baby,
That
that's
was
a
the other.
purse.
No, there was not. No, it wasn't this MK. It was
Oh,
another
no?
one. It was
Okay.
another one.
Well,
But guess what? Even the other one was expensive. But this MK,
we got money, y'all.
bitch, you mad because your mom can't
If
afford
y'all
it.
looking for a man with money, it's your boy BB. It's your boy BB, and it don't stand for broke, bitch.
So,
How that went,
anyways,
brother? You want to try it again?
huh?
How that went? I missed it. I wasn't looking. Can you do that again?
What?
Whatever. I just missed it. I wasn't looking. How did it go? Period.
I should have showed y'all my walk with these boots on.
Sissy that walk.
We got time?
We got about 5 minutes. Put them on. Look, that's the what's the word I'm looking for? That's the present to the people who stayed around for the whole live. I'm just so weak. Sissy that Walker. He said, "Mommy, why does that man have a purse?"
Yeah.
That's not a purse, honey. It's a
What?
satchel. Girl, it's a purse.
It went
And it done
because it
went
went
from purse to purser. Baby, it done went from worse to worser. I have missed many doctor's appointments.
Oh
The buses are
wait.
nasty. The
The
buses are
buses are
filthy.
filthy. The
The
buses
buses are
are
not new.
not new.
I have waited a very long periodically time. It done went from worse to worser.
Ah shit.
What it hurt?
Charlie horse.
Oh, can wait, what? Oh, wait, can I give you some advice, brother?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, today is what day? Wednesday? Your picnic is this weekend. You need to be wearing them boots every day and break them in. Because if you don't, you are going to be literally miserable at the alumni picnic.
So that means I gotta wear it to work.
Wear them every day at home. You gotta break them in, or you're gonna be dying. Your feet's gonna hurt.
True.
Girl, it's gonna take him to the end of the live just to put the boots on, y'all.
Ooh, Lord.
Girl, I said, what the hell? You just stood up with this. I said, what the hell going on? You may have to adjust your laptop, or you just turn it down or something so we can see the shoes, girl. And then we got to see that walk. I'm so weak. Okay, with the cute shirt.
We might have to tune in next time to see the walk.
Well, look, just turn the camera down so we can just see the shoes, the boots on your feet. You don't got to do a walk. Just let us see the boots.
Um,
Girl, we could do it next time. It's okay. I don't want to stress you out. Oh, not the short. I don't know why, but I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting. I'm weak. I am so weak. No, did you just see wait, can you hear me? I don't think he could hear me, Chad. Brother, come back. We about to have to end the live. Come back. Wait, come back, bitch.
huh?
Girl, come come back.
Huh?
Um, do you know because we about to have to end the live in a second, so I needed you back. Did you recently see the video of Beyonce at at her concert bringing out Destiny's Child,
Yeah.
and they was walking down them steps with attitude, girl. They was walking down them steps together. I said that's how you gonna be walking in at
Wait,
the
I
alumni
think I can
thing,
give her.
brother. We got like you got to make it snappy.
Yeah, hold on, hold on, hold on.
He said, "Who you
I'm
yelling?"
I'm just making sure that I don't fall.
We
Okay,
got
okay, Tyra Banks.
I know, right? We got 1 minute.
No!
1 minute for real, and we still got to do the outro, girl. So get it together. You should have did this earlier. It's funny because I know you in the phone. I know the phone in the bathroom right now. That's the funny part, or the computer or whatever you're using. Just like Destiny's Child walked down them steps at the Beyonce concert, girl. Boom, 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 boom. I'm weak. BB,
Welcome to
BB.
McDonald's.
Go ahead. Look, you get to the window where your food go. They say, "Can you pull up for me? You mind pulling up for me? We're waiting on girl, it don't matter what you waiting on. I'm gonna pull up. Brother,
We're waiting on fresh fries.
brother, it's been real, girl. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Everybody, it's your two favorite punks and sissies on planet Earth. We did not know what we were doing today, but we did it anyway. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Please go like, subscribe, join us on everything. My name is Destin, not Dustin. Please don't get it twisted. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and I'm here with my co-host.
And I'm BB, and it don't stand for Black Bear.
It doesn't. And we appreciate y'all, and we are excited to see you guys next time. Thank y'all so much for joining. Have a good night.